Hi, Ted Vieira here. Lately I've been playing around with the 11mm Macro Extension Tube from Fuji, the MCEX-11. And I originally picked it up because I have the 56mm 1.2 lens, and with that lens I wanted to be able to do portraiture and boudoir work, and sometimes I kind of want to get it a little bit tight, a little close. And with this on, I thought, okay, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get those close-up shots. Well, it does. It gets you in almost a little too tight. I have to end up shooting about 7 or 8 inches from my subject. And with that 56mm f1.2 lens, boy, that's just closer than I need to be. And the thing I found out about using these extension tubes is that you only have a certain amount of range where you can actually focus the lens. And so with the 56, like I said, I had to be in around 7 or 8 inches. And then if I backed up too far from that, I wouldn't be able to focus. So you're kind of stuck in that range. So it's not going to work for me in that capacity. But I thought, hey, I'll check it out, see if I can use it for a macro, get macro shots with it. So again, I kept playing with the 56mm lens. And, you can get some nice close-up shots. I don't know if I'd consider it macro per se, but you can get some nice close-up stuff. Then I tried out on the 35mm lens, and that got you in a little tighter. You were able to get a little closer shots in that macro kind of range. But again, even at f16, using on the 35mm focal length, with this tube on, not everything in the image is tack sharp. You can see where I focused, but then as it gets a little bit away from that point, it loses its edge. So if you need stuff that's macro product shots that everything has to be tack sharp, I don't know if you're going to get it with this. You can try and play around with it, but I wasn't able to get that with this extension tube. I tried it with a 23mm lens, and if you have to be so close with that lens. The 23mm lens, I'd have to be about an inch and a half away from my subject. And so basically your camera and your lens is now starting to probably block any light source that you've got pointing at your subject. You'd have to get really creative. I tried lighting some stuff with my iPhone from an angle, and I had a softbox on, continuous lighting. And if you can get away with doing some really kind of moody, shadowy stuff, that could be kind of a cool thing because you can get in pretty tight with a 23mm. That might be kind of fun. But if you've got a client that needs a product shot and that it has to be beautifully lit and you just need to be in that tight, I think you're going to have to stick with at least a 35mm focal length or bigger. Anyway, the build quality is awesome. I mean, when it goes on, you put this on the body, and then you put the lens on the extension tube, and it's a tight setup. I mean, it feels everything is just goes together. There's no looseness. You don't feel like you're dragging around a bunch of loose gear. Everything is very solid. Everything is very tight. So that's good, and I'm going to keep it because I think I can get some cool shots with it. But I just kind of wanted to give everybody my thoughts on it. Is it really a macro extension tube? I don't know, because the guys that I see that are doing serious macro work are doing full, close-up portraits of grasshoppers, and it's just amazing, and everything is tack sharp, and so does it really give you pure real macro stuff? I don't know that I would say that, but you can see from the sample images here that it can get you in close. It can get you in close. I haven't tried the 16mm, so I'd be interested if any of you have used the 16mm extension tube. Let me know what you think of that. Maybe that could work out better for doing actual macro. This will get you some cool close-up shots. So anyway, I'm Ted Vieira, and I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know.